First question.
So there's a New Year's Rush Zoom call I'm on right now, but on it for the last hour. So
if you try to do 100 people all at once, you likely will get actually.
Yeah, here we go.
1,000, not 100, not 200, 1,000. I want you to get to 1,000 posts. That's going to take you 2 years.
1,000 posts on Instagram.
1,000. That's the only goal you focus on.
All right.
Posts. Period. I don't care how long it takes. That's the only fucking goal you measure. You measure your success based on how many posts you fucking have. And how should you do that? Post once a day, every day, 7 days a week for the next 90 days. Then once you're
I just started posting every day 6 days ago. I'm gonna start posting twice a day now. So
like twice a day, every day, 7 days a week. You do that in a year and a half, you'll be at 1,000 posts.
Fuck.
In a year and a half.
Well, that's not how that math works out. All good.
1,000 posts, you're gonna have 10,000.
Yeah, it is. My bad. Fuck.
That's the first thing. Second thing is I want to take a look. So actually, no, that's not the first. That's the first thing. Second thing, this balance, I don't know what the fuck this is, but I wouldn't have it there. This should be a photo of your smiling ass face.
All right.
Photo of your smiling ass face, or you jacked, right? Because people aren't going to follow you for your brand. They're going to follow you for Giannis. They're going to follow you, bro. So you got to give them who you are.
Fuck yeah. So he's giving feedback to a guy right now.
Last name is the
He's 18.
It's just balance. My Hashi balance. So
fuck yeah, bro.
I get it. I understand, but your audience doesn't give a fuck. No, right? So that's, you want my feedback, that's what it is. It's like, when I'm in somebody's DMs, they're going to see my little fucking, actually, I don't have a little smiling face. I used to have a little smiley face up here. Now it's like, I think I'm a top G or some shit or whatever. But like, I would put a fucking smiling little photo of you here or a photo of you jacked.
Okay, I'm gonna do the Jack one because I have a bunch of pictures of Jack, so I'm gonna just do that.
Yeah, of course you do. You're 18. Photo you jacked here. That way, when you're DMing people, they know that you're jacked. Now let's take a look at some of your content.
All right, that's it. Peace.
I appreciate it.
Yo, so a lot actually just happened. So when I was recording what you just barely heard, that was 30 minutes ago, and between then and now, I've been in the DMs with somebody. And so this is, for me, this is fucking ginormous, given where I'm at, where I've come from, as far as the journey, how long I've been doing this, and the me not quitting, I guess, long term. But I did quit with the whole coaching thing, and I came back. Here I am doing this thing again. But I'm in the DMs with a guy. He's given me all the right answers, given me all the 10 out of 10 commitments, all the fired ups, all the I'm ready to do this. And I have my first ever in my entire life, in 27 years and damn near 6 months, I have scheduled my first ever sales call. So congratulations, Bryson. Pat on the back. Bang, bang, bang. Congratulations, little Bryson. We did this. You were a bitch in the past, but now you came back. You showed up. Here we go. So I just want to focus on the fact that, so I'm going to pretend that nothing happens after this, okay? I book a call, that's it, game over, that's it. So let's focus on this for a sec. So in the past, I tried 3 different programs. This was one of them, a mastermind, right? I joined 3 different ones. I left this one because I thought it was bullshit. I thought that he was a bad coach, bad mentor, so I thought, I'm going to join a different one. Joined a different one. I thought that one was infinitely better, couldn't afford it, did the same thing, realized I didn't want to do this. And so I backed off and I quit. Then last year, it's 2024 right now, last year, joined another one, still have access to it actually. And then I realized, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not happy. I don't want to do this. And then I quit again. So that's 3 programs in 3 years, or almost 4 years. Yeah, so then it was 3 programs in 3 years. Now it's 4 programs in 4 years. Damn near a program a year, dude. I think the first 2 were back to back, but whatever. Anyway, so going from that, quitting on myself, making every excuse possible, quitting on my fitness goals, quitting on everything. I just hit 375 on deadlifts for the first time. Wow, dude. For the first time since I hurt my back, dude. Wow, that kind of gets me choked up, dude. Whoa. I knew I hit the goal, but it's just, that's the first time I've ever hit a number like that since I fucked up my back. So if you're a new listener, I have 2 herniated discs in my lower back. The shitty part is I have no idea how I got them. I have a video of me doing squats, and it's my best guess that video is what caused it. But again, I have no idea. I have no idea when it happened, what caused it. There was no pop. There was nothing. It's just all of a sudden I was in pain, and I was like, what the fuck? 2 years go by in so much pain. I quit. I hate saying quit, but I just fell off the gym. Went through some heartbreak. I started feeling like shit. I just stopped doing everything that was me. So all the habits, all the belief systems, all the things that made me, all the things that I identified with that were me, that were part of me, I just fell off. So I didn't know who the fuck I was, man. So to go from that to then having the no quit attitude and the no quit perspective and one hell of a mindset now, one hell of an endurance for the grind. To go from all that to all this now, to have booked my first ever sales call in my entire life period, ever in the history of ever, just happened today, Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. This is going to be a valuable show just for that one thing right there. Booked my first ever call ever. So in the past, I have sold programs. It was never on a phone call, never booked a phone call. It was always over the DMs. I would send a PDF. They would let me know. And not a good way to go about selling things that are more pricey. Now, my program's not even expensive if you ask me, but to other people it might. But that's my job as a salesman, to show them the value and help them understand that they're buying a lifelong investment, not just 16 weeks worth of help. Because if I can help someone and teach them shit, they have that knowledge with them for the rest of their life. So cheap as fuck. Anyway, to go from all that, what I was just saying, to go where I'm at now, to have that deadlift back up there again, I just benched 2 plates again for the first time in quite a bit of time, for 5 reps today. And, I got the deadlift 375 for 1. I did 325 for 4 before that. And now getting my first ever call booked, yesterday I DM'd 84 people, which today, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Did not do it today, but let me tell you why. So anyway, going from all that to where I'm at now, I just didn't think I'd make it back. I didn't think that I'd make it back and then some. I didn't think that I'd be... I don't know, man. It's just a great moment of reflection for me, because there's lots of self-doubt that goes through my mind. I always talk about this and I don't even know how to explain it. So I don't even want to really go in depth because it just sounds so stupid. It sounds like I'm being dramatic, but dude, I abuse the fuck out of myself mentally all the time. And there's a song and it's like, I wouldn't talk to a friend the way I talk to myself. It's like, yeah, I absolutely would not ever do that. It's like I'd be prisoned. I'd be jailed immediately for just the worst kind of mental, emotional abuse, whatever. So I don't know how to talk about this shit without making it sound like, oh, poor me. I don't even talk about it. It's just fucking weird. But yeah, I'm just hard on myself. I'll leave it at that. So it's just a good feeling, man. It's a really good feeling. Now, and I'm not even talking about if I get the sale, if I don't get the sale, if I hop on the call, if I don't hop on the call, if I sign 5 more people, if I don't, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that I made it back and further than where I've ever been as far as business and sales go. I've never been this far, and it sounds so stupid, but I've never scheduled my own sales call. I've never provided enough value for someone to be like, yeah, I want to talk to this guy on the phone because I want to join his program because I believe he has the solution to my problems. I've never had that before. I've never reached that point in anything before. I've worked at gyms. I've worked at car dealerships. I've talked with people. I've had sales conversations. I've signed people up for gym memberships. I've sold 1 car, but it doesn't compare to doing this all on your own. So when you break it all down, I have a product, a service that I put onto market. I used myself to market myself and promote myself. Somebody out there said, wow, I like what he's got. I want to spend my hard-earned money on that. To reach that for me is one hell of a milestone, given where I've been and the shit that I've gone through mentally. And it might not even compare to some other people because other people have it 10 times worse than me. However, what I've gone through for me has been hard. But it doesn't fucking matter, and it never will matter. But I'm just very, very... I can't even say proud, dude, because I don't feel like I'm working as hard as I can be, which, there's the integrity right there. I'll know that I'm not working as hard as I can, right? Doesn't matter how hard I work. I'll know in my heart of hearts if I am or am not working as hard as I can. So, anyway, yeah, so let's congratulate Bryson. Bam, bam, bam. Fuck yeah. So the call is tomorrow, and tomorrow I've got to. So tomorrow I'm gonna come home. I think I'm going to. I don't want to skip the gym, dude, but I want to role play with as many people as I possibly can tomorrow. So I posted in the group and I said this. Holy fuck, it's happening with the shit emoji and pants emoji because I'm shitting my pants. Booked my first ever Booked my first ever sales call in my entire life for tomorrow. I'd like to fill the day up before then with role plays. Let me know if you're down for this to help a guy get his first sale. I realized I typed that like a jackass. I couldn't even read that. So hopefully I get some people that reach out, want to do a role play because god damn, dude, I need to get that going. And if not, then ChatGPT and I are going to have a 6-hour long date before then. So I guess it'd be 5 hours. Who gives a fuck? But tomorrow I do have a Christmas party, and so I think I'm going to be let out early. So I think what I'll do is I'm not skipping the gym. You fucking kidding me? So tomorrow I have a Christmas party at work. Pretty cool. I'm going to hit the gym right after, and then I'll probably, if I had to guess, I'd be home no later than 2. And if that's the case, then I'm going to have about 5 hours to do this. And then I'm going to have the real call. Now, here we go. So I've talked about this so many times. That's what the red tag in the description is for. Let's make sure that your access is expired. The fuck is this? Hold on. I'm just looking at this thing. What the fuck is going on? So that's what the red tag is for. The red tag is for live work, events, tasks, calls. And yes, so tomorrow's first ever sales call will be recorded. So what I'm going to do is literally have the phone call going like this, and then, or I'm going to record this like how I'm recording now, but have the phone call going like that. And so we'll talk back and forth, and we'll see how it goes. And so, of course, I'm going to blur out all the sensitive information. Of course, I'm going to do all that shit out of respect for this guy. But, what am I trying to say? But I will be posting it. That will be uploaded. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about doing this because I want to maintain confidentiality because I honestly am not familiar with what I can or can't do in this regard. However, as long as I'm not doing it commercially, for example, in public, if you can record and take photos of whatever the fuck you want, as long as it's not for commercial purposes, as long as you're not making money, whatever. So you can do that. And as far as recording voice and audio, I believe it's the same thing. Now, I don't know, but I'm going to roll with it. And if anything happens, then I'll just have to take the shit down. But I'm confident that it's okay. And if not, it will be recorded. It will be in my possession. And I could and I will keep these forever as part of the long-term vision that I have with everything. So when I keep these, I could edit them further, have somebody edit them for me, change the voice, make them talk faster, talk slower, take all names, take anything that would otherwise reveal their identity out so that it is completely usable, listenable, almost said listen-toable, and good to be used for feedback, for all sorts of shit. So anyway, we got 2 people that replied. One person to my Facebook post in the group. They said, so one person said, let's go with 4 fire emojis. The next person said, congratulations. Yes, I cried after my first sale. I'm free to roleplay. DM me. So we're going to roleplay. I don't even care. She's a girl who coaches women. Maybe she's a mom. I don't know. But so there we go. There's first person. Cool. So we got a role play for tomorrow. So that's the plan. And what's cool, man, is I'm on day, I didn't even grab the papers from work. I'm on day 6 of the Blade, I think. Blade 1 might be on. No, it's day 6 for sure. Day 6 of Blade 1. And because I've failed twice, I think I'd be on day 19 if I didn't fail twice, which sucks. But that doesn't matter because I've done a role play every day since. So I'm at after today, I'll be at 19 role plays in a row. Now, it's all been with ChatGPT except for the one guy. It was Kevin. I don't know what episode that was. Episode 415B. So if you want to listen to a real role play with a real person, there's that one. but they've all been with ChatGPT since. I haven't missed a day, except for the days that I failed. And I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad that I have run through it and given myself almost 20 reps worth of this shit. I haven't been keeping track of how many I've been doing. I wish I would have. God damn it, bro. I wish I would have. I'm going to add that. So I have a tracker sheet that I've been using the last couple of days. Literally last couple of days. Where the fuck is all my shit? There it is. So I've got a tracker sheet. It tracks the date, how many DMs I sent, how much time I spent DMing people, the accounts, how many accounts I followed, my current follower count, how many calls I booked today, how many calls I scheduled, how many calls were scheduled for today, how many calls showed up, how many times did I post on Instagram, what did I post on Instagram, did I go live today? So I'm just tracking these things, some KPI shits, make a big old graph, see the trending data, so that when I'm doing all this and I'm on fire, I can see where I see the most success. So if I see the spike in calls when I do this many DMs, or if I have this many calls booked, or whatever the fuck, then I know that's what I need to focus on. I don't want to go into depth on this stuff. Oh, I just got a message. Who is going to role play with me? Oh, another guy just messaged me. It's going, man. How about you? Cool. So anyway, what was I just going to say that I was going to add here? How many DMs did I send? What was I just going to... I have to pause and rewind, bro. I have no idea. Hold on. That's right. We were going to do sales role plays. So we're going to add that too. Did I go live today? So we're going to add a divider, I think. So I got this form open. I'm just going to add a divider, separate the shit a little bit. Did I do a role play? So we're going to do multiple choice. We're going to type role play, question mark, and I'm going to type in the first one, full sales call. That's the first option. Objection handling. Okay. So we have 5 different options here, 4 different options. So did I role play? And then the options that I will select are full sales call, which means yes. Objection handling, which means yes. ChatGPT, which means yes. Real person, which means yes. I'm going to add a no. So no, I did not. I'm going to add other too, so I can add in that. Okay. Well, anyway, that's that. And also, I'm learning from other form making procedures. And when you make a form where you track your shit and you make it as easy as possible to do it, it's so much easier. For example, I don't have to type anything. Well, I have to type in some numbers. But I put the default ratings at the numbers that I just already do. So sometimes I won't have to type, but it's just a couple numbers. So if I were to do this now, let's see how long it would take. Hold on. Let's go now. Okay, today's date. Well, actually, I'm going to actually do it because I have to do it today. So I have to do it. So, okay, we're going to go to publish, view published version. Okay, here we go. So we're actually going to do it. Start timer. Today's date. Today. How many DMs did I send today? New DMs, 0. Time spent DMing. Oh, I actually got to add in a 0. Got to go back. Okay. 0. Okay, publish. Now we go back in there. Okay, let's get this going again. Okay, here we go. Okay, today's date is today, December 18th, 2024. How many new DMs did I send today? 0. How many minutes did I spend DMing? 0. How many accounts did I follow on Instagram today? 0. What's my current Instagram follower count? Let's see. 136. Don't know how it went up. All good. Calls booked today. Yeah. 1 call scheduled for today. 0. Calls showed up. 0. Did I post on Instagram today? Dude, I did not. Holy fuck, I did not. Wow. What did I post? Didn't post anything. How many times did I post? 0 times. Did I go live today? No. Did I do a role play? I will do one with ChatGPT. Full sales call. Yep. submit. Took me 53 seconds to answer all those questions. And yeah, so I mean, it just takes no time at all. So I'm not worried about that. So that's cool. So anyway, now that I have the submissions, I go in here, the tracker, go to submissions. I call it the tracker doc. So when I have all these done, I can go back in there, export all the data, put it in a chart, see what's up, and see. I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's difficult to try to think about how I'd organize this later on with answers not being numerical. That's a problem for another day. Anyway, so I'm not feeling nervous right now. I'm not feeling any kind of nerves or anxiety. I'm not feeling anything like that, which is really good. But tomorrow I know I will. But dude, the worst that happens is this guy laughs in my face and he hangs up and he blocks me. I mean, that's the worst that could happen. And of course that would suck. Of course I'd be very bummed. Oop, got another message. Somebody else going to roleplay with me? Let's see. Awesome. Hell yeah. Cool. It's funny because I got like people liking my shit, just sending support. That's fucking cool. Yeah, so I've also had actually a handful of people say that they're interested in the program and very early on in the conversation. So we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, we'll see. So as far as DMing more people today, I am not going to do that. I'm going to take this next sales call roleplay very serious. So I'm going to do that. And then tomorrow I'm going to do another one with a real person, obviously. Then I got to call the client that will sign up for the program and then offer him the program. Dude, I'll tell you what, this guy, when he was answering all the questions, he was answering them and I truly was resonating with them so hard. He was like, yeah, dude, I've been so skinny my whole life and it sucked because I can never get past a certain weight. It's crazy how small I am. And when he told me how much he weighed, I was like, wow, dude, that's crazy. I mean, that's, I'm almost 100 pounds more than this guy. And I'm 193, I think, as of this morning. But the average, I think, is 189. So just had a shit ton of food. I don't know. But, yeah, dude. So, but he was telling me just all these things that he's been struggling with. And I'm like, dude, I fucking get it, bro. I know. And I even sent him a voice note. And I said, dude, I remember the time that I was laying on my couch, my hands behind my head, relaxing, kind of kicking my feet up. Dad comes over, squeezes my biceps, says, hey, when are you going to start hitting the gym? I just, not that it struck anything inside me that is like, oh, fuck you. Nothing. It really wasn't that deep. It was just like, okay. Bet. I will hit the gym. And that's not why I started hitting the gym. But I will always remember that. And I'll always remember how I felt of like, wow, I guess I'm a small fry to have my father grab my bicep and say, when are you going to hit the gym? Now, this is a topic for a different day, but he has not hit the gym once since that day. Anyway, doesn't matter. Love you, Dad. But it is what it is. So, yeah. So, I also had a live call, like you guys heard, so I'm going to talk about that. It was a live masterclass on the New Year's rush, how to prepare for that and all this stuff. Now, these things are valuable, but the most valuable part of them is when there's the Q&A at the very end of the episode or the end of the live call, Zoom call, and people come on there and they ask questions. And Brian, the coach, the mentor, the guy behind all this, answers all these questions and just provides so much value because that's where I get the most value from. The real authentic communication from one person to another, not just reading from a slide or presenting something. I mean, I'm not saying that's not helpful. That's fucking awesome. But having the Q&A at the end, I think it's even better. So answer some questions, and that was awesome. And just listening to what he was telling other people to do, he was like, man, if I was your age, I would be doing this. If I was doing this, if I could start over, blah, blah, blah. And the more that I hear people talk about if I could start over or if I was your age or if I could go back and do it this way, I pay such close attention to what people say when they preface what they're about to say with that. If I could go back, I would X. When people start saying that shit, I'm like, oh, man, here we go. Because they're talking from wisdom. They're talking about experience. They're talking about if I would have done things differently, if I would have done this, I would be in this position had I not done this or whatever. And I think that shit's just so valuable, dude. So he started talking about that, and he's like, just focus on consistency, focus on not missing, focus on showing up, right? And that's what we got to do. So that's what Also, Babe just texted me. She said, guess who just PR'd in her bench press? We're just fucking winning over here, bro. We're just kicking ass. Matter of fact, Lexi, here we go. Love you, babe. Wow. Guess who just PR'd in her bench press? Hold on. Let's fucking go. Bunch of winners over here. Fucking love you, babe. I just spelled over here with H-E-E-R because I'm just, wow. What did you get? Alexis, I love you. Okay, that's it. So, yeah, today's been awesome. And what was I saying before I got distracted? Oh, yeah. So we're talking about just showing up, not missing, being consistent, doing all these things, focusing on posts. So he's talking about get 1,000 posts on your account, because that means if you post once a day, that's just under 2.5 years. Or just, let's see, what would that be? Just over 2.5 years. Just under 3 years. But if you post twice a day every day, that's about 1.5 years. So in order for me to get 1,000 posts, I would need to post 882 more times. And Siri, what is 882 divided by, what am I even trying to ask? That's a dumb question. Be 441. So I have to post 2 times a day for the next 441 days to be in the 1,000 posts club. So I think I'll just do that, man. I gotta record the reels and stuff, so I gotta edit my calendar. So fuck it, we'll do it live. So I had film reels on my calendar, but now I gotta redo all my fucking shit on my calendar because I got a phone call tomorrow, dude. So we're going to film reels on this day over here. I don't know where the fuck to do it at, bro. We're gonna do it at. We'll do it at. I don't know, man. 9 a.m. Move that event over there. When am I going to edit the reels? We'll do it after the gym that day. So we'll go to the gym earlier in the day. We'll go to the gym right after I'm done filming. Okay. Move that day over there. And then when am I going to edit the reels? Right after the post on social. So we're going to edit reels. 3:30, that's when we'll do that. When am I going to do the show? We're going to do the show earlier in the day for fuck sure sakes. What am I trying to say? Just moving my calendar things around. Been trying to utilize something. And I went through a whole thing with Motion. Then I went to Google Calendar. Then I deleted that. Then I used Todoist. Then I'm back with Google Calendar. So I'm just going to keep it here. And I keep fucking up the thing. So there's a glitch with Photoshop. And it fucks up my cursor. And it pisses me off. I have to go back to the home screen on Photoshop so it stops. It's so annoying. So we're going to move that there. But what am I trying to do? I'm moving the wrong day around, dude. Okay, so we got to do the podcast earlier in the day tomorrow. We're going to do that around. We just got to do the ASAP. That's what we got to do for tomorrow. And then I got the phone call here. It's going to go, I'm going to say that it's going to be an hour. Would you like to send update emails to existing Go account guests? Don't cancel. No, I got to leave it how it is. Fuck. Okay. All good. Okay. Weigh in 5 a.m. What the fuck is this? Delete. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Bryson's calendar. What the hell is this? Let's delete this. Okay, there we go. So I got my calendar all moved around, got the send. So what did I do today? I'm just updating my calendar. I'm just going to keep it live because this is actually what I do. So it's 7:03. Had the phone call, or the Zoom call from 5 to 6:30. See, let's see. PMark call. CLA learning. Free. Save. Okay. What did I do? So the gym. DMs were that day. Okay, I'm just changing the content, content creation. Learning. I got to make a new one for DMs. Okay, so now that we're all good to go, doing the podcast now. Let's put this at this time. Boom, 6:30. Probably gonna stop editing at around 7:30 if I had to guess. Okay, good to go. So I'm just moving my calendar around. I'm trying to make it accurate enough so that when I take a screenshot, because I was talking about that and I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the calendar, put it into either ChatGPT and have it extract the times and stuff and just put it into a format or something like that. It'd be cool. Or just save it and document the calendar schedule and try to be as accurate as possible. Now, this is a lot more tricky, and it does take more time, more focus, more energy, and I don't want to be focusing on that shit. So, yeah, it's a work in progress. Honestly, I feel like half the time I spend a little bit too much time focusing on the documentation and the details of capturing what I do daily instead of doing the thing that I know I need to be doing. So, for example, I could be DMing people right now, but because I have this podcast, I got to talk about shit. Not complaining, but I'm like, dude, I would have an extra half hour per day in my day, every day, if I didn't have this podcast. But then the long-term vision is like, dude, you're going to be so fucking grateful that you have this podcast. It's going to make I promise it's going to be cool. I promise it's going to be worth it. And I thought another thought that I always have, honestly, every day, is I'm going to have 7,305 episodes. Who's going to just randomly click on 426? I'm like, yeah, that's the one I want to listen to. Nobody. So who's going to listen to these, bro? I don't know. It'll be cool to have, though. The whole thing is documented. What I'm going to have to do is hire a team of people, and we'll go through every single podcast, extract all the details, get all the tags, get everything like that perfect, make a giant catalog, giant table of contents, so that anybody can go back and listen to whatever episode, and I can have folders of each kind. So, for example, a folder of all the times where I was like, fuck this, and then a folder of all the podcast episodes where I had a role play, and a folder of all the podcast episodes where I had live sales calls, and a folder of all the episodes where whatever. But because I'm not trying to do all that every day, and dude, it's just so much to do, and I'm not trying to make this daily documentation podcast my full-time thing. It's not. It's supposed to be, if you remember, listen to episode 100, every single episode was supposed to be 1 to 3 minutes long, just a quick recap, boom, 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 of the day. Turns out that's not the case. Turns out I like talking. Turns out I like documenting things. So, yeah. So, anyway, here's what I'm going to commit to doing the rest of the night. So, dude, there's so much I want to talk about. I'm going to say this one more thing. So I'm in the call. They're talking about that you just got to work your ass off. You got to do a lot. You got to do more than anybody else. Like, everybody says that, but I think it took me yesterday messaging 84 people in one sitting to understand a little bit more about what it takes. Because I'm trying to think about it like this. I messaged 84 people yesterday, and there is a chance that I get my first sale from doing that. So to think, and I know it doesn't always work out this way, I know. But to think that if I did that every day, I would get one sale booked, or I would get one call booked from all those. Let's do some math, because I like doing this math. It makes me feel good. So if you were to get, and why are all my apps fucked up? Ooh, angry. Whatever. So if I message 84 people a day, and I'm going to round it up to 100, and I've done this math before, but we're doing it again. 100 people per day, and I get one call booked. Now, if I sell half the calls, which is, I think, pretty good. Is that pretty good? 50% close rate? I don't know. 50%. So that's 15 calls closed per month. So if I'm charging $750 for a paid in full, and they all paid in full per month, that would be $750 times 15, and that would be $11,250 income per month. Now, obviously, they're not all going to do paid in full, but here's the thing. Here's the cool fucking part, bro. Here's the way cool part. So let's say that I do this, and they all do recurring payments. So $250 times 15, that's how many people I'd get per month, right? So $37.50 income per month. Times that by 4 over the course of 4 months, I'd be generating $15,000 per month in recurring revenue if I just keep on doing what I'm doing. At that point, I can quit my job. And at that point, I will free up an additional 50 fucking hours per week. I'll have my mornings to do what I want. Dude, this shit gets me fucking fired up. All I have to do is work my ass off with the time that I have now to get $5,000 a month to then quit my job. And then that gives me, so I know we're talking numbers, straight numbers here. It doesn't give me all this extra time because it just gives me an extra, what am I trying to say? So it's not like I double my time. So in my head, I have 3 hours per, so okay, what I'm trying to say is this. When I get off work, I go to the gym, come home. I have from 4 to 7:30 to really work on stuff, okay? So that's 3.5 hours. If you really want to push it and I can push back sleep and I'm quick, get 4 hours. So we'll just be generous. 4 hours per day on weekdays. So that's 4 hours. Now, if I quit my job, I damn near quadruple the amount of time that I have because instead of 4 hours total, I will then have, which is from 4 to 8, I will then have from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I wake up at 4 a.m., still do my shit, which I don't know if I will still wake up at 4. I'll probably wake up at 5. Something about 4 is just, it's a next level, bro, you know? Fun fact, there was one point in time I was waking up at 1:55 to go outside and run a mile in the cold, to come home to take an ice bath, to then, yeah, all that shit. It's me pounding my chest because I'm hardcore. Yeah, just playing. So, yeah, so if we'll just keep the numbers easy. So from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m., if I take a full day and just work, I go from having only 4 hours to get shit done to having, and I know the gym is still part of that, but just for easy numbers, I go from having 4 hours to work to having 16 hours to work. From 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. is 16 hours. So to say that I'm quadrupling my time, it's not quite that way. It's a lot less, more like I'm getting double my time back when you put it on when you paint the bigger picture, because every other Friday I have off, you know, so that's can't forget about that. And the weekends, obviously, I have off as well, so that's already a full day. So anyway, I know it's not quadrupling my time, but on a day-to-day basis during the week, yes, it is. So all I have to do is focus on getting, let's do some quick math. I think it's 25, right? Yeah, it's 25. 20. I suck ass at math, dude. So all I have to focus on is getting to 20 clients a month. 20 clients a month will yield about $5,000 recurring revenue for me. And then from there, I can quit my job, or I can go to FedEx and do that part-time. So I can just go there 3 days a week. So if I were to do that, and I honestly don't really want to do that, but I don't want, that's a whole other podcast. Anyway, so if I go to FedEx and I make, let's see, it was $200 a day for 5 hours, let's say. So 600 to 2,400. So times that from tax, all that shit. So about $2,000 take home. So realistically, I just have to be at, what did I say, guys? I said for every client that I get per month, for every 2 clients I get per month, that's a day. For every 4 clients that I get per month, that is 1 day less of FedEx that I would have to work starting from 5. That's what it was. Roughly. So I could quit my job now and then go to working 3 days a week if I have 10 clients. And I can quit and go to 2 days a week if I have about 12 clients. And I can quit, go to 1 day a month, 1 day a week if I have 16. And I can quit fully if I have 20. Now, am I going to do that? No, because I'd like to have more money than I need when I quit, so that if all else fails, I can support myself for an additional month or an additional 2 months, whatever. And I also like the idea that I'm able to make, for example, if I'm making $5,000 a month from coaching and $5,000 a month for my full-time job, which is so funny because I make more than that, but you don't see that. Oh, wait, that's what I make per month, but I don't see I see a little over half of that because I'm paying for insurance. I'm being forced to invest in my retirement. I'm being forced to invest 1% in my, all this fucking shit, dude, and I hate it. And when I ask them about it, I'm like, hey, how can I get my money back that I gave you? And they're like, well, you got to hold on to it. Like, okay, what happens if I quit tomorrow and I get my money back? And they say, oh, well, you can file the thing, you can get your money back. So when I quit my job, because I work for the government right now, I work at an Air Force base, if you're new, I am being forced, I have no say over how much I invest in my retirement, which I just fucking disagree with wholeheartedly. You know, let me choose what I do with my goddamn money. You don't hold on to my shit, I'll take care of it. Thanks very much. Appreciate you. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. God damn it. So they told me that I could get all my money back from the retirement. Because if you're new to the show, I don't believe in traditional retirement. I don't believe in saving money in that regard. I don't believe in investing money in those types of things now, as me being in my position now. I believe in investing in skills and knowledge and abilities and all this shit so that I can build something for myself, of myself, and make this everlasting. Because once you build skills, once you have knowledge, nobody can take that away from you. If you invest $1 million into the stock market, that shit could crash tomorrow and you're fucked. If you invest into this thing or that thing, or if you put all your money into a house, fucking thing could flood, bro. That tornado or someone could trash it. Someone could break in. It could be in a shitty neighborhood, whatever. But nobody can take your knowledge. Nobody can take your skills. Nobody can take the beliefs that you acquired. It's all you. Somebody could beat you to death and abuse you and beat the shit out of you, you know? They can torture you, but you're still going to have the skills. You're going to still have the abilities. You're going to still have the knowledge. You're going to have the wisdom, the experience. Nobody can take that away from you. And at the end of the day, you're putting all the chips on you, and you control how the outcome goes. Now, I know someone's listening saying, well, you can't control if someone gets shot and then blah, blah. Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit. But you can control how hard you work. You can control your attitude, your perspective, the way you see things, the amount of work that you put into things, the amount of time you allocate to tasks. You can do all that. It's all 100% in your control. So to say, it's like it's like being LeBron James and being able to gamble on yourself. How many points is LeBron going to score? It's like, well, I'll probably only score 4 today, so I'll bet 4. Then you win the bet. That's what the fuck this is about. You're betting on yourself, you know? You control the outcome. You control the odds. Now, is there variables that you can't control for? Absolutely. No shit, dude. I don't feel like I even have to say that because there's someone out there that's like, oh, well, actually, you would, you know? Always, dude. So, yeah, I just don't believe in that shit. For me, personally, on my trajectory of life, I'm not into that, okay? So, anyway, going back to what I was saying, when I quit, I get all that money back, and I'm expecting, I think by the time I do quit, it'd be $4,000 to $5,000. Not to mention, I took all my money out of I guess it's called a thrift savings account. I took all my money out of there. I've got the check on my whiteboard, haven't cashed it yet, but it's there. So that's $1,500 just hanging out there. And I'd like to think that I won't need that right now because I'll make the money to, I'd like to think that that's going to, I don't know, maybe buy another course or help me out and learn some more shit instead of being paid off. I don't know. But anyway, so where was I even going with all this shit? Oh yeah, so when I quit, I get that money back. But I like the thought of me working my job now, making $5,000 a month, but I take home 13. Hold on. I take home 3,200. What the fuck is going on in my head? 3,200. What the fuck is it? Hold on, guys. I'm actually going to use a calculator. God damn it. I was trying to do it. Yeah, 13. Why am I saying 13? 32.49. So 32.50. That's what I take home per month. Now, obviously, it's a little bit higher when you factor in the 2 additional checks per year that are not factored in because they don't fall. Because there's 2 months per year. Everybody always forgets that shit, dude. Whatever money you make per month, you got to times that by 13, not 12, because of the additional checks that you get. If you get 2 checks per year, if you get 2 checks per month, I should say, then you got to factor in those 2 from the 2 months that you get 3. People forget about that. So anyway, so let's actually do that. So what do I make take home? Let's figure that out real quick. Times 26. So gross, I'm at 65K. Net, I'm right over 42. So, wow. So if I want to make the same amount of money net, I mean, I'm just going to strive for the same amount gross because I think it's a safe bet to do that. So but it's more than enough money. Anyway, so all I'm trying to say, God damn it, is that I like the idea of me working my job, making the money that I do there, and also doubling that with coaching, and then building what you would call, I guess, a cushion or preparedness if I just happen to go on a dry streak and sell 0 clients for 3 months or something like that. Now, that wouldn't happen if I have an extra goddamn 50 hours per week. Dude, I would just, oh my hell, I would do so much to have an extra 50 hours per week. Because right now I'm just so upset that my days consist of working for 10 hours, then the gym for an hour, and then I come home and I have 3.5 hours to work on my shit. Then I have to hurry and get ready for bed so that I can get good quality sleep so I can do it all over again and not fall asleep at my desk and be burnt out and all this shit. Because for the record, I've never talked, wow, can't believe I haven't touched on this. In all of this, have I felt burnt out once during all of this? No. Not once have I felt burnt out. Dude, that thought hasn't even crossed my fucking mind. Wow, that's crazy. This is literally proof. I haven't thought about it once. I'm so in disbelief that I haven't even talked about that. Because it hasn't happened, bro. Why have I not been burnt out? Why? Tell me why I haven't been burnt out. Because I don't fucking see that as an option, dude. I'm not going to quit. You kidding me? I'm going to press on all the way to the top, dude. I'm not burnt out. Burnt out from what? From what, bro? I'm more proud of that than I am anything else right now. I have not felt burnt out once. I've not even thought about being burnt out. I've not even thought. It literally hasn't even crossed my mind that I'm this or that. It's just like, I got to work harder. That's a fucking win for me. Never mind anything I talked about this whole show. I have not been burnt out or felt anywhere close to that this entire journey of mine. Why do people say they're burnt out? Burnt out of what? From what? I don't know, man. But that's cool. That's a good observation. That's a great observation. I'm pumped that I realized that. Holy shit. I also took a book to work today. It's called The Power of Discipline. It's by Daniel Coulter, I believe. I don't have it with me. It's at work still. But I read 40 pages of that today, and I never do that. I don't even know how I did that. I usually read about 10 to 15, and I'm like, God damn, I got to put the book down. But I read 40. It's crazy. That's how much downtime I have at work. So, but yeah, there's that. I also think that I need to spend the downtime I have at work messaging people, not doing anything else. Maybe. Because I don't want to do that when I'm at home. I want to be able to exercise my creativity at home and make content and do that stuff. Because that's what I like to do. I don't want to be at home sitting on my phone messaging people. It sounds not good. I'd rather not if I don't have to. Yesterday was a good test. I'm glad I did that. But yeah, I gotta. Oh man. Yeah, I just got a little thing. Okay. Anyway, so I think that's it, guys. So tomorrow, so you're hearing this today when you're hearing this today, because you're hearing this today. Tomorrow, the show will be the live sales call, unless the guy fucking bails, in which case that would suck. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of thinking about everything. I'm just reflecting. I'm looking at my calendar now. I'm going to have one hell of a success story in 10 years, dude. It'll be really cool. I promise you. I promise. It'll be cool. And I think it's difficult to talk about future success like that because it's like, oh, arrogant. He thinks he's going to. I do think I'm going to. I do. It would be unreasonable that I don't. But yeah, I think I'm going to, I don't know. I think I need to end the show. I think I need to do a role play and go to bed. I think that's what I need to do. All right, guys. Well, that's the show. This is going to be one of the valuable ones. It's getting the diamond. I don't think I even have the diamond below. But yeah, you guys know what the diamond is. I'll talk about it. I'm not going to, who gives a fuck? Or maybe I do, actually. Is the diamond down there? Diamond isn't down there. I'm not going to include it. Y'all know what it means. It means it's a valuable show. Oh, that's right. I took that away. I'm not doing the valuable show anymore, huh? Well, I'm still giving it the diamond. Don't give a fuck. I'm going to add in a diamond. I'm going to add in a diamond now. Put it in the drop down. Boom. Diamond. Apply to all. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it. That's the show. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I don't even know how it was, but it is what it is. So I'll talk to you guys next time I talk to you. When I talk to you next. Peace out. No. Yeah, I got one more thing I want to share, and this is I should give it more attention. I'm going to give it more attention. We'll do that. We'll just share that tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye, guys.